Hello, everyone. I am ready for another review of my watch list. This is for the week of October 11th, 2021. So I have about eight stocks on my list for this week. Only eight. I've narrowed it down even further. So I begin with IOC, and I'm looking at the weekly chart right here. And as you can see, it has come out of this channel pattern. Okay, and it's come out of this channel pattern. Now I'm looking at what is about to happen next. Now, if we look on the daily chart, you can see that it's still moving up, but then the last Friday was a red candle, pushing down a little bit, but difficult to see what to expect. But what I have in mind is I am looking forward to, since it has broken out of this channel, I want to see it push through up to this resistance level of 139.30. Okay, so it looks like there is still. So right now it closed at 131.70. So I want to see if we could take that kind of a move right there, and that would be about let's see how many, what kind of percent? That'll be about 5 to 6% move right there. And I'm curious to see what will happen there. And then, of course, I would expect for it to go to this resistance level, and let's see if it breaks through that resistance or if it begins to go sideways for a little bit, and I'll be, but this is something that if it continues this uptrend, this is something I'm looking carefully at. Next one is Omgc. Okay, Omgc has already broken out of this channel pattern, which almost looks like a triangle pattern. It already is broken out of that. And not only that, this particular level, 145.25, was a resistance level. It broke through that resistance as well. Okay, and if you look further back, you can see that resistance was resistance here, and it was a support right there. And then so once it goes through, now my eyes are on this level here. Okay, 177.55. I want to see what happens there, if it breaks through that or not, or if it goes and to this level and sees it as a resistance. Now, if you look at the daily chart, you will notice that it is behaving as a resistance and it's beginning to go sideways. But I want to see if it will make a break out of this level. If it does, we can expect it to go even further. Next one is Canara Bank. Okay, Canara Bank also has attempted a breakthrough this level of 177.25, but you see that kind of a red, see that bearish candle there, which is a doji. So it's hard to tell which way it's going to go, but look at the daily chart, and what you'll notice is the daily chart shows that it could be a retracement, it could be a retest. All right, so it's like trying to break out of this resistance and then coming back, and this looks good, this doji here, but now if it goes up at this level, if it goes up, that means that this resistance is becoming a support level, and then you can expect it to go further up to this resistance. All right, that would be the next point of resistance I would be looking at. If that is the case, we're looking at about 16% or more. All right, not bad. Okay, so that's another move we can look forward to. And if you go back to the weekly chart, look at that. So that was quite a nice move. And let's see what happens here. So it looks like it's retesting that, and that looks good. Next one is Nhpc. Okay, Nhpc has broken out of this channel. All right, it's broken out of this channel and has gone through this resistance. All right, it has pushed through that resistance very nicely. And now let's look at the daily chart. Look at that. It's pushed through the resistance each day, making a little bit move up, except the last 2 days, it was bearish. And but let's see what happens. That bearishness is what you see in that wick that shows up there. But let's see what happens this week, if it will go through up to that next resistance level of 33.65. Okay. And if that is the case, we're looking at a move of about 9.66%. Okay, not bad. If that trend continues. And now, how long will it take to get to that level? We don't know. It could be a couple of days or a couple of weeks, it's hard to know, but that would be another level. So this is something that I would enter in like a swing trade. And what I would do is, let's say I enter here 130, 30.55, if I enter there, I might put the stop loss somewhere just below this resistance level, like 29 or something like that. Put a stop loss right there, or even further, 28. Put a stop loss there, and then put a target at 33.65. See, that next resistance level is where I would put this target, and then I would just leave it, let it go, and let it hit the target, and then by that time we'll have other nice moving stocks that or other high probability stocks that we can look at. All right, now the NIACL, the New India Assurance. Okay, again, this is right now making numerous attempts. Okay, normally this is something that I wouldn't really pay much attention to, this one particularly, but it looks like it's making numerous attempts at this resistance level. Okay, so that many attempts, makes me think that something is about to happen. And look at that. This swing is not so steep anymore. Look at this. It's staying sideways, but further close to this resistance. So the feeling that I get is that the resistance is being pushed numerous times, and although this last week's candle doesn't look very good, it's more of a negative candle, but still, I'm still looking to see if it will break through that because of the numerous attempts at that resistance. Okay, so that's something else I'm keeping my eyes on. Next one is TCS. All right, TCS, nothing really fabulous, but it's something that if it breaks through this, all right, I'm interested in looking at this as a possible trade. Okay, because this is it's at its all-time high, and it's been staying in this kind of a channel pattern. But let's see if it breaks out. That's another possibility that I'm considering. All right, next one is UPL. UPL, something like not really a triangle pattern, a channel pattern. It's a bearish one, but then the moving average is looking pretty good. The 20-day moving average is above the 60-day moving average. So if this one breaks through, that might be a good possibility. I'm looking to see that. Now on the daily chart, okay, you'll see that the daily chart also is trying to push through that level. And so we just have to wait and see if that will be respected or if it will push through. Next one is CUB, City Union Bank. And this one, the reason I'm looking at it is because of the last 2 weeks of a nice 2 bullish candles, okay, that are just kind of engulfing patterns, both of them. Now on the daily, also you'll see the last Friday was also very bullish, and so I'm curious to see if it will break through and what will happen at this resistance level of 170, 165. I'm not really sure if that's a major resistance level or a minor one, because if you look carefully, that doesn't look like it's not much recent resistance there. Instead of that, instead of 161, 170, 165, the better, the more stronger resistance is at 179.55 and 187.75. See, those two levels seem stronger. So this 170, 165 doesn't seem that strong, although I drew those lines, but it doesn't seem that strong. So therefore, I'm waiting to see if it breaks through. Okay, so that also looks pretty good. So we have about 8 different stocks that I'm looking forward to and looking carefully at. Remember, don't buy any of these just because they're on my list. Okay, make sure you open up your charts, draw the lines of resistance and support, and look at the moving averages, and look at the triangle patterns where I've drawn them, and especially the channel patterns as well, like those, and look at the levels and see if it's breaking through, and then only you make your decision. Okay, so these videos are not for the purpose of giving buy orders or buy suggestions, but rather it is for your benefit to learn and to just to see how I'm analyzing these stocks. Okay, so if these weekly videos are beneficial to you, please make sure to leave a like. And if you have doubts, please leave a question also. And if you haven't subscribed, please make sure to subscribe. And if it seems something helpful to you, make sure you share it with your friends as well. All right, thank you so much, and have a wonderful week, and may it be a productive time, and God bless you. Bye now.